are going to do the Aquarius Weekly Tarotscope. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements, because sometimes those will resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. Alright, Aquarius. Let's see what you need to know this week. What is the strongest message wanting to come through for you? I don't know why I'm seeing Adam and Eve. Like the story of Adam and Eve about the, was it the, something about the ribs? Oh, I really should know that, shouldn't I? Removing a rib or something. I don't know. Maybe you're finding your divine counterpart. Maybe it's a message to understand that we are all connected. What is the strongest message we need to hear? Oh, I love this already. I feel like, was it Capricorn? I think it was Capricorn, had that very twin flame energy in it, and your reading is a little bit similar. So if you have Capricorn in your chart, or if you're on the cusp of Capricorn Aquarius, you might want to check that reading out. You have the turtle card, which indicates an old soul. It's that energy of, to me, it represents, soul connections, very deep connections, but it's also an energy of, really being grounded in your emotions, really being like in touch with your emotions. It's very much twin flame energy. You have the dolphin card, which represents strong healing. I feel like this is a message to understand how healing works when it comes to connecting with other people. And that concept is really visible when it comes to twin flames, but it goes for any relationship connection that you have. When you are somebody that is very empathic, when you're somebody who naturally has that healing aura, in all reality, we all do, but some people are just more in tune to it than other people. The more you heal, the more you kind of elevate your own energy, your relationships with other people are going to be reflecting to you things that need to be healed, things that need to be addressed. And healed doesn't mean that you're broken. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It just means that there's a perception that you hold that causes you pain, or causes you to see it in a more negative way, or it just causes more negative experiences. When you connect to people, one or two things happen. Those deeper soul connections have the possibility of triggering more intense feelings and more intense emotions. And then there's those soul connections and those interactions that really uplift you, but both are healing and both hold a purpose. I feel like there's something going on, especially within your relationships, or just within your own soul's path, your own soul healing. Fate has kind of stepped in, like something big has happened in order to bring in some sort of change to get you out of a restricted belief system, but right now it might be causing you to feel a little bit triggered. The fire ant is an energy where we are subconsciously drawn to situations that are going to trigger us, but it's always to give us a message. So pay attention. I feel like this is kind of a message that you might be very vulnerable right now, or you're going through a pretty intense healing, or you're even being shown like some kind of lesson or something that you need to address so you can kind of level your energy up, or move to the next step in your love life, in your relationships, on your path, whatever that is. You're being shown something and it might feel a little bit difficult, but pay attention to what is being triggered. Why is that causing, any kind of intense emotion in you, or any kind of intense fear, whatever that is, whatever is triggering you, or if you're finding that people are being more aggressive towards you, like that's a message to you of something that you're needing to look deeper when it comes to yourself. I know that was a lot. I feel like when it comes to, if you have a twin flame connection, it's important to kind of understand this is a very healing connection, or you're just in that very strong healing phase of this connection. The eagle is kind of a message that there is a higher power involved in this. There is assistance. There is fate kicking in. But it's like fate is kicking in, stirring things up right now, making things a little bit difficult, because sometimes we need conflict in order to see the change that we need. Okay, I'm sorry. I know that was a lot. Let's see what else comes up. What do we want? Yeah, and I automatically wanted to shuffle the deck upside down, so it's almost like that hanged man energy, to look at things from a different perspective. It came up in the Virgo reading also. There was really strong Scorpio energy in that. But in the Virgo reading, it was about, I think it was the Virgo reading, being able to step into negative situations or step into difficult situations, and being able to transmute the energy and shift the energy to something positive, instead of just feeling like you have to protect your energy. And you do that by, when you see a negative situation, you try to see what this is teaching you, what the lesson is, try to see the positive in it, and that's how you shift the energy. All right, what is your energy coming into the week? You have the Death card. I love that. That's Scorpio energy. This honestly doesn't feel like the negative. I don't ever see Death as a negative card, if we're being honest. But the Death card usually does indicate some kind of ending or some kind of change. Let's keep going with this. Something is ending, something is shifting. And with the Nine of Cups, it's like, this is what you want. This is bringing you to your wish fulfillment. But because I feel like you might be in the death energy of it, it might, like, it's still that transition. You're really not able to see that this is bringing you to your wish fulfillment. Let me keep going. Okay, yeah. You have the Five of Cups as your overall energy. So I do feel that you're going through some kind of loss. You're feeling like something is not working out. You could even be dealing with the end of a relationship. It might not be the end of a connection. It just might be the end of how this things have been traditionally going in this connection. I do notice in this Five of Cups that she's very upset, but the Two of Cups is right behind her. So it's like you're dealing with some kind of loss or some kind of shift, but this is the shift that is needed to bring you to this wish fulfillment that you want. You have the Sun card underneath this, and you have the Five of Wands and the Chariot. It's just that something is having to be shaken up in order to get you, not that you're not on the right path, it's like to get things moving in the right direction. I feel like for some of you, it's not necessarily a relationship. Um, you're working on like shifting your mindset. You're working on getting out of a traditional type of belief system. For some of you, I feel like you might be trying to like learn about or work with law of attraction. It's just there's something shifting very, very fast. And it's just very unexpected. And I feel like for the most part with the Eight of Wands, like you're moving forward in the right direction, but it's like a very quick change. And it's very difficult to get out of that past mindset. I feel like you might be worried that you're making the wrong move. The Ace of Pentacles is telling you that this is your potential um, to manifest something solid. It's like you feel like you're not getting what you want, but you're getting exactly what you want. For some of you, this is like third party energy. Um you're worried that somebody's going to choose somebody else over you. Or there's some kind of regret that you're seeing. Let me keep going with this. The Wheel of Fortune is saying that you're on the right path. But I feel like it's the Nine of Swords being your outcome. I feel like it's almost like this period of silence, or there's this period where it seems like nothing is shifting, um nothing is moving forward. Yeah, let me keep going with this. It's like this is what you have been working on manifesting. Whatever this is, you have been putting effort into this for a long time. Even if it's not physical effort, it's with your thoughts. Like this is, if you're consistently thinking about something, that is constantly putting energy into something. So if you're constantly thinking of, I want this relationship to move forward, I want this relationship to progress, you're manifesting that. But I feel like it's like you're manifesting what you want, but it doesn't, it's either going so fast or it's overwhelming. So you have the wheel as your overall energy. You have the Ten of Wands. So there is a change coming. But there's something that needs to be released, but it's almost like letting go of this scares the shit out of you. Or this change that is being made is something that's scaring the shit out of you and making you question with whether or not you're on the right path. But like, this change is exactly what is needed. A couple of things. I feel like to some degree, whatever is shifting is like completely out of your control. And I feel like that might be what the stress is. I also feel like it's important, like, to embrace a new way of looking at this. It's like you've cleared away some kind of pattern, you've cleared away some type of restrictive belief. Like, you're working on bringing balance into your relationships, and you've made this change, but you're not seeing the instant results. But it's like you've let go. You have to embrace a new way of seeing this. It's like you're manifesting the exact. Let me look at this. Okay, for those of you who are in a connection, tell me the energy of this connection right now. It's like there's this desire to take action towards this connection. There's even this new kind of inspiration, or like seeing something in a different perspective, but it's like there's this hesitancy when it comes to taking action. It's on both ends, by the way, both people. It's like the energy is there, the pull is there, but there's a lot of hesitancy. Why? I usually don't pay attention to the cards that fall on the floor, but when I asked why there was the hesitancy, the Fool flew out, and it flew out upside down. So I feel like what that means is that you and this person both feel like you've taken this leap of faith before, and it did not turn out the right way. Yeah, it's like you've done this before. There's definitely been a lot of imbalances in this connection. There's been a lot of imbalances in the give and take. But there has been a lot of healing also. What's happening in this connection right now? Queen of Wands, King of Cups, Judgment. I feel like a couple of things. I feel like there's kind of this new awareness in this connection on both ends. If you are single and you're wanting to manifest this a relationship in general, and you're struggling with why, it's like having a new awareness of yourself. It's like the desire, the passion in the connection, and the emotions and the feelings are needing to line up. It might even be that there's been issues with communicating desire, communicating emotions. It might even be that there's been this disconnect between desire and genuine love. Like there's been this misconception in the relationship. I also feel it's important for you to be clear on what your intentions are moving forward. Clear on what your desires are moving forward. Clear on what it is that you want to manifest. Instead of looking at what is not going right, instead of what is going wrong, look at, okay, what do I want instead? When you deal with any kind of contrast, it's like when you're presented with something that you don't like, it's for you to tell the universe, okay, I want this instead. If you keep focusing on, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of this, that's all the universe is hearing. Like you have to speak what you want instead. So what is happening to you this week? Temperance is divine timing. 3 of Pentacles is working together. 3 of Cups. And the 10 of Swords. I've seen this come up in another reader. It's Soulful Revolution. She has been speaking a lot about how the perception of third party is interfering with relationships coming together, and that is what is needing to be healed. If you've ever been in a third party situation, if the person that you're connected to, if there was a third party situation in that, it doesn't mean another person. It can be another person, obviously, but it can also be like putting something else, above the relationship, putting work before the relationship, putting family before the relationship, whatever that may be. In that energy, it gives us the perception that we are not going to be good enough, that there's that fear that somebody will always come along and be better, or there's always that risk. And that is what is being healed. That is what you and this person are both healing. I feel like that's collectively what everybody is healing, because in that energy it becomes a battle, right? It becomes me against you, you against me, and it that comes into your relationships where it's no longer that you and that person are working together. It's a battle of, I have to make sure that I'm on top of my game so nobody else comes in and takes this away. It's that kind of energy. So I feel like it's that is what is being worked through, and that is what is being healed. I feel like you're manifesting exactly what it is that you are wanting, but in order to get into that space, something has had to be shaken up. And you might feel like whatever this shakeup has been, is negative, is a loss, but you're not losing anything. Whatever you want is right behind you. It's just a matter of shifting that perception, allowing that energy to kind of shift. You have the Justice here twice, which is kind of just that need to allow the energies to kind of balance themselves out. So yeah, that's fun, right? There's a very strong energy of a twin flame connection, a very strong connection. And it's like this energy is like completely separate, but completely together at the same time. It's like, it looks like it's not on the same wavelength, but it's like, it's there. It's just a matter of like, looking at it from a different perspective, or allowing the days to kind of go by so you can see it from a different perspective. What is that? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So if you're like, I don't know what this is, I don't know how to look at this in a different way, that's okay. When the energy is meant to come to you, it'll come to you and you'll see it for what it is. Ooh. I feel like it's important to understand your power and your energy, especially when it comes to, for those of you that are in a relationship, especially with the relationship. When you feel confident, when you feel grounded in your energy, good energy is attracted to you. You don't have to chase that energy, and I feel like that's another thing that's kind of healing as well. You have the Ace of Pentacles again, so this is Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and Nine of Cups. You're manifesting exactly what you want. You're just in this hermit phase so you can understand at a deeper level, and so you can start creating bigger, because you're stepping into what you want, but it doesn't end there. It doesn't end with this relationship. It doesn't end with, whatever this is you're wanting to manifest. Once you manifest, you're going to be creating more, right? I'm sorry. I just talked y'all's motherfucking ears off. I love y'all. Have a good week. Bye-bye.